Good morning, Anne. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning. Welcome to Aberdare Park. Just tell me a little bit about yourself then. Where did your political career begin?
I've always been a community person. When my children were small, I ran mother and toddler groups and things like that. And then I went on when they went to athletics club. I was secretary there for about 20 odd years. So always involved with people and engaged in community activities. And then in 2004, I thought if I'm involved in the politics, I'm able to make a bit of a difference for the community. So I stood as councillor, and I've been a councillor ever since. In 2013-14, I was fortunate to be the mayor of Rhondda Cynon Taf. Huge privilege. Met people right through RCT and further afield. That was brilliant. And then in 2014, I became a cabinet member, and now I'm still part of that cabinet with responsibility for environment, leisure and heritage attractions.
Because you cover those areas, I want to ask you, will outdoor swimming pools across Rhondda Cynon Taf receive more funding?
At the moment, we have great groups within Rhondda Cynon Taf, community groups taking ownership of those, supported by Rhondda Cynon Taf, helping with the lifeguard, helping with training and anything like that. So at the moment, we're supporting them. I think that's the way to go, because when community are involved, there's an involvement, there's an ownership as well.
Yeah.
I can't speak about the investment for future years, but looking at some Lee Gardens, Abercynon, you know, they're making a real difference to community, and I think that's the way forward.
Okay. You mentioned Lee Garden and Bruneive at Abercynon as well. They've received funding and they've done them up really well. There's an issue with vandalism though. Do you support the police, their current action, tackling vandalism?
I think the police are in a difficult position. There's less police. I work closely with our PCSO and our community police here, and we have regular meetings with Inspector Blunt, which I'm really grateful for. You know, we go and we tell him the issues, and he does listen and act on them. With the pools, I think it's such a shame. You know, you mentioned Gwenaiva. The community worked hard to get the funding, led by the local councillors.
Yeah.
And I think those people in the area, you know, they should be really disappointed with the acts of the young people. I think some of the people, if caught, need to be made, you know, accountable for their actions. How difficult that is when they're young and everything like that. We've seen so many acts of vandalism. You know, we had the young people in Asda setting fire.
Yeah.
So it is a difficult one, but the authority and the police do work so close together now. It's a good working relationship.
Good. What's happening to the swimming pool in Aberdare Park? Are there plans to reopen it?
Right, I can answer on that one. At the moment, I'm losing sleep working on the business case for that. The group of Friends of Aberdare Park are working closely with the authority. We need to do the asset transfer. And also we're doing a business case for the, oh, here comes one of the workers. We're doing a business case to try and get the funding. Obviously, lottery money has decreased, and therefore we need to be proactive and have a robust business case and put as much as we can in. But lots of volunteers giving their time to not only do the paddling pool and get that, you know, looking at the park now, we've been involved in so many projects. Doing up the Raglan Memorial bench, you know, lots happening, but we definitely want to get that pool open.
Excellent. There's been a lot of investment recently, as you said. Are you proud of what's been achieved?
I am, and I think the staff of Rhondda Cynon Taf and also the volunteers should also be achieved of what's just in this park. And we're talking just this park, yeah? If you look around now, we've got the park run on a Saturday morning. People are coming to this park and they are wowed by how beautiful the park is. And all done with minimal investment from a point of view of like getting the fountain back running and things like that. Obviously we've had investment for the roads, the boats back on the lake, the play areas and fencing, you know, things like that. But otherwise, the staff have got a real ownership of the park, and it's brilliant to see. We just had a green flag, so first green flag for Aberdare Park.
Well done. Fly tipping is a major problem for the environment and the council across the country. at the moment, what is Rhondda Cynon Taf Council doing to tackle the problem?
Well, you've probably seen some of our campaigns. We have got a zero tolerance for fly tipping. We've got some big cases pending to go to court. We've already had people in court, and I think now the magistrates in the courts realise what a problem it is for us and are on our side now when people go to court. So our enforcement people are out there, and residents can be assured we are taking that matter seriously.
Good. I've got some viewers' questions.
Okay.
Why does Rhondda Cynon Taf only pick up litter and sweep the roads just before the park races in Aberdare, but they never after or following the races when the rubbish is left behind?
Well, that's disappointing to hear, because if you drive around Aberdare, maybe on a Saturday, Sunday night, you see the state that is left. And then when you drive through on a Monday morning, to be fair to the litter pickers, they do a fantastic job right across Rhondda Cynon Taf, you know. They're out there, and it must be disheartening. It's clean one day and they go back and it's the same state. If the resident has particular issues or anything, let me know and I'll look into that. But you can be sure that our street cleaners are out there.
Excellent. In terms of heritage then, are our heritage sites popular with young people now?
I think the more we are doing to make them visible and inviting, I think we have to make them inviting and more interactive.
Yeah.
So obviously the Lido is a huge one, isn't it? That's really popular, but that's got a leisure, that's got a sporty part as well. But the heritage of that is, you know, phenomenal. From the Heritage Park,
Yeah.
you've got the dram there, so anything interactive now, displays that are changed regularly, that has an impact on bringing younger people in.